Netaji saluting his Azad Hind Fauj that fought the British. But this army carried forward the legacy of the First War of Independence in more ways than one, naming its women-only regiment after the legendary Rani Lakshmibai of Jhansi. 150 years after the 1857 uprising, the Rani of Jhansi still holds on to the nation's imagination. The image of Lakshmibai on horseback fighting the British is stuff for legends. It's been a century and a half since the British put a decisive end to the 1857 uprising. Sepoy Mutiny or the First War of Independence, it was definitely the country's first indigenous protest against British rule. 150 years after the uprising, the country is still grappling with its legacy.
We call it the first Indian War of Independence.
It's beyond a mutiny, but falls short of a war of independence.
But it nevertheless represented a general revolt against the British.
The left has been the first to celebrate 150 years of the uprising.
Divide and rule policy that the British had followed was precisely what engendered and nurtured the communal forces in our country.
A watershed for some.
After 1857, the East India Company faded out and the British government directly took over.
An integral part of nation making for others.
This is the stuff national legends and national myths are made of, and every nation needs myths.
But is the uprising still relevant at all?
1857 was the first expression of that struggle to emerge as a nation.
In 90 years, India was able to rise from the ashes, as it were.
In today's context, maintaining a secular unity is a very important element.
Secular revolt, Hindu insurrection, peasant uprising or Muslim nationalism. These are the many interpretations of the 1857 uprising, and it's a legacy that everyone wants to claim. In New Delhi, Shundip Banerjee.